Okay, so again, like I mentioned in our last walkthrough in Safe Space, this is going to be the second to the last walkthrough that I'm going to do. And this time, I'm going to walk you through probably the most, I don't know, the most fun, the most entertaining page that you'll ever use in your Notion template. So I had the most fun creating this as a an add-on to your gamified life planner. So basically, this is where you are able to create your very own village. So as you can see right here, this is your town rank. And each time you increase the population, so as you can see, we currently have 20 townspeople in this town. um, each time you increase the population, the townspeople, and the cleared scenarios right here, you will be able to increase the town rank, and it will also change color after a certain level, so to speak. And you can also see the upcoming birthdays of your favorite characters, right? So I'll be able to explain this as we scroll down our village template. And again, as always, you can create or you can edit this name right here. You can create a name for your village or your town. Okay, so on the right, again, this is the same as your skill or traits database, also your notebooks, actually. So each time you want to add a new trait or skill, just go ahead and click on this one. All right, and if you want to learn in detail what the skills and traits database do, all you have to do is watch the avatar walkthrough, which I'm going to tag in this video. Just click on the button on the top right of this video. All right, and let's go ahead and scroll down. Okay, as you can see right here on the right side, it's just the links of the database connected or related to your village page. Okay, so nothing really new to it. And then for your companion deck, this is where you can save all of your favorite characters, anything from any kind of world, like Harry Potter, omniscient reader's viewpoint, any webtoon, any series, any movies, any character that you so choose. It's like you're building your own dream village with your favorite characters all in one place. So that will be so much fun. Okay, so for example, let's choose here Dr. Gregory House. So he's one of my favorite, most interesting characters. So let's go ahead and open this. Most of the fields here are pretty straightforward, so you can go ahead and include the character description, their character info. You can include the portrait here. By the way, if you're wondering how I was able to do the sketch-like pictures of these characters, I just generated them via by Canva, the AI feature of Canva. So I think it gives limited credits per month. I think 10 credits per month. However, I'm on Pro, so I do have more credits. So I was able to generate some of these cute childish characters. Basically caricature, you know? So it's cute. Anyway, yeah, as I've said, it's very much pretty explanatory under these character info. So let's just go ahead and collapse this one. Update as needed. For example, you wanted to add quests. You wanted to add quests that you wanted to do with Dr. Gregory House or whoever is your favorite character. All you have to do is just add them here. All right, and then it will once you are able to complete a quest, okay, it will add one affinity point to this particular character. And under this section, no action needed, you'll just be able to see some labels that you will be able to view at first glance in your gallery view. As you can see, there's a rank, there's how many points that each character had, how many affinity points, and then how many affinity points needed to reach a certain level. Okay, all right, so each time you edit or you complete a quest, and you also clear a scenario, not just quests. So it depends on the total of how many cleared scenarios and quests that you have with a particular character. That will contribute to the affinity points. All right, so you will see these hearts color up each time you complete quest or you clear a scenario with them. So yeah, as I've said previously in the past walkthrough video, so no need to do anything here, under no action needed really. Okay, so that's it for your companion page. Let's go ahead and see the other features of your dream village. All right, so in this mission hub, these are just your quests, you know. So you can see the fantasy quests here. I named them fantasy quests, but you can actually do or view any quest here really. So it just differs with the tags or the category of the quests. All right, so as you can see, there are different tags or categories that you can choose: fantasy, social media, school, home, career, and business. So yeah, this is the same as your quest database, and again, I've discussed that in detail in your home dashboard. So go ahead and view or watch the home dashboard to be able to learn how to maximize your quest database. Okay, so let's close this one. All right, so this is your brain dump section. So it's not really synced to your mobile device, but you can sync it if you so wish. And here's where the fun begins, actually. So before we begin here in this section, I've already discussed earlier about the townspeople and how you can add any of your favorite characters to this template. And how we're gonna use this is through your dungeon. Okay, so let's open up one of the pages in your dungeon page. So I'm not sure if you're going to be familiar with these characters. So this is a character from Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, and this one is from K-pop Demon Hunter. So it's my most recent movie that I've watched. And so yeah, let's open up this one. Okay, so I'm not sure how long this walkthrough is gonna be, but hopefully you will be able to bear with me. But I promise you'll be able to enjoy this much easier once you are able to figure out how to use it. All right, so most of these, again, they're very straightforward. A, B, F, S, S. You can add more difficulties here. So A is basically like the easiest difficulty, and SSS is like the highest level of difficulty. You can change this actually, no problem. And the identity is like if they're a monster or a scenario, you know. Subcategory is sub, so it's like a priority, you know, a priority of when you're gonna beat this villain up. And the of course the image and from which particular world they're from. Okay, so very simple, that section. Monster power is basically the attack power of this particular monster or this particular villain. So they have an attack power of 80 points. All right, so each time you strike this villain, it will deduct 80 points from your HP. And then magic attack 90 points, it means it will deduct 90 points from your MP as well. So that's the attack or the power of this villain. All right, and the life force, so this is basically the health of the villain. You don't have to fill in the MP. It's up to you actually. So however, once the health is up to 0, it will appear as defeated already, even if the MP still has some juice in them. So as long as they're dead, you know, typically speaking, if they're dead, it's defeated. So no need to worry. And yeah, so this is where the fun starts as well. So these are the conditions to defeat this villain. So for example, you add a quest here. Once you complete a quest, it will appear in your gallery view that you will be able to proceed to strike this villain. And then you can pick and choose any of these weapons. Okay, however, there's I want to say something with regards to this. So each time you use a particular weapon, you won't be able to use that again in another battle. Okay, so yeah. And as you can see here, they have their attack powers. They're basically the stats of the gears or the weapons. And here, you fight with any of your favorite characters, any of your chosen favorite characters, right? So you can choose anything, anything, anyone. And then this is where improving your productivity comes in. All right. So all you have to do is set the required affinity level of the person that you want to fight with. So for example, you want to fight um, with House, I guess, and then you wanted to reach a particular level of affinity with him, like for example 5. If you haven't reached this affinity level with this one, you'll see an indicator of your gallery view. All right. It's same with the skill. You can choose a skill or a trait, and you can only choose one skill. Okay. And you will be able to set this required skill level before you're able to use your skill. Again, there will be an indicator in your dashboard about whether how many levels you still need to reach before you can use the skill to fight this weapon or fight this scenario. All right, and this is the deadline. Okay, the I guess the catch here in your deadline is, for example, if you set a deadline here, a date, and then like days pass by and you're overdue, you pass that date, any rewards here, you won't be able to gain for free. All right, you won't be able to gain 3,000 coins. You won't be able to gain any of the rewards that you set upon yourself here in this section. Okay, so and since you were not able to meet the deadline, you were not able to defeat this villain or clear this scenario, you will be able to gain this penalty as well. All right, so how to fix that? All you have to do is just change the deadline, really. Just, just extend the deadline, and once you do that, you'll be able to have another chance at defeating this villain or clearing up this scenario. So this reward, let's go to the rewards for clearing section. This is related or connected to your shopping mall. Okay, so as you can see, you can choose any of the items here. You can choose more than one. And anytime that you are able to defeat or clear this scenario, you will be able to gain this reward for free. So you won't have to spend your in-game coins, right? And that makes it fun. It really feels like a game this time around. So yeah, you can set the figure here for how many coins you want to earn as a reward, and then set the loss, the XP and coin loss under the penalty section. Okay. And update as needed. No need to update anything here, really. And then for no action needed, again, no need to do anything here. So it will just, work in the back end to make sure that each of your strike will hit where it hurts. All right, and this is the button that you will use to strike this villain. Okay, so each time you strike, if you have basically completed the quest, if you have weapons, right, and if you have companions, if you've already reached the required affinity level, the skill level, and you are still within deadline, you will be able to strike the villain properly. Okay, so for example, if you're going to use a weapon, like for example this 4 tiger sword, it has an attack power of 200. All right, it means that each time you hit strike, it will deduct 200 points from the villain's HP. Okay, so again, it's more important that the HP gets depleted. as long as the HP is depleted, then it will count as cleared. The scenario is cleared. So I'm going to show you how it all looks like on the gallery view. Okay. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, this is the monster's HP and MP bar, and this is the fight status. All right, so since you haven't clicked or started a fight yet, you'll be able to see this not started. And then here is the conditions to clear this scenario. So this is where the deadline will appear. So clear this scenario in how many days, and then you'll be able to see if you're supposed to complete a quest related to this. And then use this skill, you still need somewhat how many levels to use a particular skill. And then for this weapon, so none is added yet. And then fighting with your favorite character, as you can see, you still need this affinity levels to fight with the particular character. And these are the rewards. So the item that you choose will be here, the penalty will be here. So yeah, that's it basically. And each time you hit strike, it will change the status right here. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes to completing or clearing up a scenario. Alright, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like when you have managed to defeat a villain or cleared a scenario. So as you can see here, the HP is beyond dead. It's beyond clear, so it's a -1%. And then the fight status, this will show you how much damage you've dealt. Basically, it's a physical damage and then magical damage, and then how much damage or HP you've lost. Okay, how much MP damage you've lost. And then this will also appear if the scenario is cleared or if it's defeated. Alright, so as you can see, clear the scenario in -4 to 5 days. It's already past deadline. Since it's already cleared, you don't have to take notice of this much. And yeah, you don't actually have to relate a quest to this, but it's very important that, to improve your own productivity, that you add a complete quest here, and then skill, weapon, and then fight with your favorite character, so that you can spend time on improving that skill and then increasing your affinity with your favorite characters. And as you know, I discussed earlier on that in order to increase the affinity level, you have to be able to complete quests with them. So it all ties together, And then as you can see, since it's already past deadline, the rewards are no longer available. However, there's no penalty since I was able to clear this scenario. So for example, I'm going to change this, the deadline to, let's say, this current day. And I'm going to show you how it looks like now. And you see, so I've gained this coins, and then you can now claim it for free from your mall. So I'm basically referring to the items I've added. And then there is no penalty because I've already cleared the scenario, right? So yeah, so that's how it looks like when you're going to use the dungeon or defeat the villains or clear the scenario. And yeah, so this is one of our favorite villains that we love to hate. So yeah, these are basically the things that I've added, so I'll be able to prepare for this battle. So yeah, that's how it works basically. And then for the left part, this is also one of the fun parts that I was able to incorporate in the village, is adding an inventory. All right, so as you can see, this weapon has not been used yet. So as you can see, no battle record detected. Okay, and if it's used, it will say it can no longer be used. All right, so let's go ahead and open this one. As you can see, this is the category. And for gears, this is going to be the attack, the defense power, the magic power. All right, and then you can add a scenario right here under scenario. You can only choose one scenario to use this weapon on. Okay, and again, You don't have to use any of the things here, of the fields here. And that's it for the gear. You can also it also applies to spells, okay? So you can have attack power, okay? And then always remember though that the attack power, it will deduct points from the HP of the monster or the scenario. And the magic stat, the magic figure, it will deduct points from the MP of the monster. Okay, how does defense work though? How does defense work though? So, for example, each time, so for example, the monster power of the villain is like 100 and you have a defense of 50. So instead of taking 100 HP damage, you'll just be able to take in 50 HP damage because the other 50 points is protected by your defense stat. Okay, so yeah, and you'll be able to fill in your inventory by buying it from your mall. So you have a shopping mall and this is a different database. So inventory, shopping mall, different. Okay, let's just use this one. Okay. Okay, so for affinity though, for affinity items, you'll be able to change the category here, choose affinity gift, and then set a number figure for the affection, and then you choose which character you want to give it to. After choosing that, just go ahead and click on boost affinity so that you will increase your bond with that particular character that you added here. Okay, so again, these are, or this is the points, the affinity points that you want to give to a particular character that you will choose. All right, so yeah, that's it basically for the inventory. And yep, these are basically just the labels, you know, the labels that you will be able to see on your gallery views. So yeah, and this is the stats of the gears and the gifts, I guess. Okay, and let's go ahead and scroll down more, and you can see here your avatar. As you fight or as you strike the villain, you'll be able to see your avatar stats update as you gain more XP or gain more coins, lose HP and lose MP, right? You'll be able to see that real time. And yeah, and this one, add characters, scenario ideas. All of these notes here, they are related or connected to your mobile page, so they are very much synced. All right, so these are basically just ideas for any kind of fancy things that you want to add to your village page. And again, there is a bazaar section or your shopping mall right here in your dream town. So again, in order for you to fill up your inventory, you will have to spend some coins to buy gear, spells, and gifts. So this is already included in your village template, and I really hope you have fun with it. So the way it will help boost your productivity as well is that, of course, each time you buy any of these items, you spend coins, right? So if you run out of coins, then you will have to do more quests to gain more points, right? So it will motivate you or inspire you, make you look forward to doing those quests because more quests, more coins, baby. All right, and yeah, that's it for your dream town or dream village, and I really hope that you have fun using this particular page, and I hope you have fun testing your stats or yourself actually testing your own growth mentally and physically. So yeah, so again, this is my the second to the last walkthrough that I'm going to make, and I'm going to see you on the next video, which wherein we're going to talk about how to do the settings page. So hopefully it's not going to be as long as this one, but I really hope you bear with me because after learning how to use your own gamified life planner, I promise you it will be all worth it. Promise, promise. Anyway, thank you again so much for listening or watching this walkthrough, and see you again on the next video.